When most people hear the name Velociraptor, images of sleek, terrifying killers from Jurassic Park come to mind. Sharp claws, cunning pack hunts, and merciless speed dominate the popular imagination. But the real Velociraptor was even stranger than fiction. Smaller than a human child, yet armed with deadly weapons. It was one of the most formidable predators of the late Cretaceous. What shocked paleontologists most, however, was not its claws or teeth, but the revelation that Velociraptor wore feathers. This discovery reshaped our understanding of predatory dinosaurs and brought them closer than ever to their bird descendants. Velociraptor lived about 5 to 7 million years ago in what is now Mongolia and northern China. It belonged to the dromaeosaurid family, often called raptors, small to medium-sized theropods known for their speed, intelligence, and curved sickle-shaped claws. Velociraptor mongoliensis, the best-known species, reached about 2 meters in length but weighed less than 20 kilograms. Despite its modest genus, it had a powerful build with long legs, a stiffened tail for balance, and arms equipped with grasping hands. Its most iconic feature was the second toe claw, a curved, retractable talon that could slash or puncture prey. Its skull was narrow and elongated, with serrated teeth that delivered precise bites. Velociraptor's brain case was relatively large, suggesting sharp senses and advanced coordination. It was not a giant predator, but it embodied the deadly efficiency of small hunters, agile, quick, and cooperative. Velociraptor was first described in 1924 by Henry Fairfield Osborn, based on fossils uncovered during the Central Asiatic expeditions of the American Museum of Natural History. Roy Chapman Andrews led the expedition into the Gobi Desert, a place that would yield some of the most extraordinary finds in paleontology. Among the rocks of the Jdokta Formation, the team discovered a skull and a curved claw, instantly identifying a new type of predator. Velociraptor's name means swift thief, reflecting its speed and predatory nature. Over subsequent decades, more specimens were unearthed, including nearly complete skeletons. The desert preserved these fossils in remarkable condition, often capturing dramatic moments in time. The most famous of these discoveries came in 1971, a Velociraptor locked in combat with a Protoceratops. Both creatures fossilized mid-battle, as if frozen during their struggle. This extraordinary fighting dinosaurs fossil revealed the ferocity of Velociraptor and its role in the late Cretaceous ecosystem. The anatomy of Velociraptor was perfectly suited for its lifestyle as a swift and deadly hunter. Its legs were long and slender, built for sprinting across desert terrain. The tail contained stiffened rods of bone, functioning as a counterbalance during high-speed chases or when leaping onto prey. Its arms and hands bore 3 sharp claws, useful for grappling. The jaws were filled with about 26 to 28 serrated teeth on each side, adapted for slicing flesh. But the true weapon was the sickle claw on each hind foot. Measuring up to 6'5" centimeters, this claw was held off the ground while running, ready to strike like a switchblade. Some paleontologists believe Velociraptor used the claw to pin struggling prey, similar to how modern birds of prey grip with their talons. Others suggest it was used for slashing attacks. Regardless of technique, the claw was an unmistakable symbol of its predatory power. For years, Velociraptor has been depicted as a pack hunter, coordinating attacks with others of its kind. While this image is iconic, fossil evidence for cooperative hunting remains debated. Some bone beds contain multiple dromaeosaurids, suggesting possible group behavior. But whether this represents true pack coordination or just individuals attracted to the same food source is uncertain. What is clear is that Velociraptor was an opportunistic predator. Its lightweight frame and agility allowed it to ambush smaller animals, including reptiles, mammals, and possibly juvenile dinosaurs. The famous fighting dinosaurs fossil shows Velociraptor gripping a Protoceratops with its claw and teeth. Even as the ceratopsian fought back, the This snapshot demonstrates its willingness to take on prey larger and more dangerous than itself. Velociraptor may also have scavenged, taking advantage of carcasses in the harsh desert environment. Its intelligence, inferred from its relatively large brain, suggests flexible strategies. It was a predator that thrived on both the cunning and opportunity. For decades, Velociraptor was portrayed as a scaly reptile. That image began to crumble in the late 20th century. In the 90s, spectacular feathered dinosaur fossils were discovered in Liaoning Province, China. These included dromaeosaurids closely related to Velociraptor, such as Microraptor and Sinornithosaurus. The decisive evidence came in 2007 when a team of paleontologists reported quill knobs, small bony bumps where feathers attach on the forearm of a Velociraptor fossil. These quill knobs are identical to those found on modern birds, confirming that Velociraptor bore feathers on its arms. The discovery was groundbreaking. The predator, once imagined as a reptilian killer, was instead feathered, bird-like, and even more dynamic than fiction had suggested. The feathers were not for flight. Velociraptor was too large and its arms too short for powered flight. Instead, feathers likely provided insulation, helped in balance during maneuvering, and played roles in display or communication. In one revelation, Velociraptor became a vivid link in the dinosaur-to-bird evolutionary chain. Popular culture shaped much of the public's image of Velociraptor. In Jurassic Park, raptors are portrayed as human-sized, scaly, and hyper-intelligent pack hunters capable of opening doors. While thrilling on screen, these depictions were inaccurate. The real Velociraptor was smaller, feathered, and closer to the size of a large turkey. The movie version was actually modeled on a larger relative, Deinonychus, combined with Hollywood exaggeration. The intelligence of Velociraptor was significant for a dinosaur, but not the near-human cunning shown in films. Yet, the films had a silver lining. They brought Velociraptor into global attention and inspired countless people to study paleontology. As new fossil evidence revealed feathers, paleontologists and artists worked to update Velociraptor's image, showing the public that reality was even more fascinating than fiction. Velociraptor inhabited the arid, desert-like landscapes of late Cretaceous Mongolia. The Jadokta Formation preserves evidence of dunes, sandstorms, and dry riverbeds. This environment posed challenges: scarce water, limited vegetation, and intense heat. Within this ecosystem, Velociraptor shared its world with protoceratops, oviraptorids, small mammals, and early birds. It competed with other predators, including troodontids and larger theropods. The fighting dinosaurs fossil may represent animals buried suddenly by a collapsing sand dune, a reminder of the violent and unstable conditions they lived in. Feathers may have provided insulation against cold desert nights, while agility and opportunism allowed Velociraptor to survive in a landscape where food was never guaranteed. Its adaptability was key to its success as a mid-sized predator. Velociraptor was just one member of the diverse dromaeosaurid family. Its relatives included Deinonychus in North America, which inspired the movie Raptors, and Microraptor in China, a small, four-winged glider. Another close cousin, Dakotaraptor from North America, reached giant sizes of over 5 meters. The discovery of feathered dromaeosaurids showed that plumage was widespread across the group. Some, like Microraptor, even had fully developed flight feathers on both arms and legs, capable of gliding. Velociraptor, though not a flyer, shared many anatomical features with these aerial relatives. The entire family demonstrated the evolutionary experimentation that blurred the line between ground-dwelling predators and flying birds. Velociraptor's place in this family highlights the spectrum of adaptations within Dromaeosauridae. From the small gliders to formidable hunters, it stood as a perfect middle ground, too big to fly, but still bearing the feathered legacy of its ancestry. The revelation of feathers on Velociraptor reinforced the dinosaur-bird connection beyond dispute. Birds are not just descendants of theropods, they are living dinosaurs. The quill knobs on Velociraptor showed that feathered wings were not unique to birds, but common among many theropods. These feathers likely played roles in thermal regulation, courtship, and species recognition. They may also have been used in brooding behavior, much like modern birds spread their wings to shield eggs or chicks. While Velociraptor itself could not fly, it carried the genetic and anatomical heritage of flight-capable ancestors. This transformed the way paleontologists and the public imagined raptors. No longer reptilian monsters, they were bird-like predators, warm-blooded and complex. The surprising feather secret of Velociraptor was not just about appearance, it was about identity. It proved that the line between dinosaur and bird was far thinner than once believed. Velociraptor's legacy reaches far beyond paleontology. It has become one of the most famous dinosaurs in the world, both because of Hollywood and because of science. Its fossils reveal behavior, ecology, and evolutionary links that make it one of the best-studied small theropods. Museums now display feathered reconstructions, challenging visitors to rethink what dinosaurs looked like. Documentaries highlight the science behind the feathers, contrasting it with outdated movie imagery. The narrative of Velociraptor, once misunderstood, now revealed as feathered parallels the broader transformation in how we see all dinosaurs. Its cultural impact is immense. Velociraptor inspires children to imagine prehistoric life, drives scientific debates, and symbolizes the connection between dinosaurs and birds. The deadly predator with feathers became a bridge across time, showing that the world of dinosaurs never truly ended, but lives on in every bird we see today. Velociraptor was far more than the terrifying hunter of popular culture. It was small, agile, intelligent, and armed with deadly claws. Yet, its greatest secret was its feathers, proof that it was not a scaly reptilian monster, but a bird-like predator. This revelation reshaped the story of dinosaur evolution and reinforced the truth that birds are living dinosaurs. From the deserts of Mongolia to the screens of movie theaters, Velociraptor continues to capture human imagination. The discovery of its feathers transformed it from Hollywood villain to evolutionary hero. The deadly raptor with a surprising feather secret remains one of the most iconic and fascinating creatures of the Mesozoic world.